Juan, a 13-year-old boy, was returning from school as he did every afternoon, dragging a backpack full of homework, while his mind carried a weight heavier than any notebook. From the doorway he sensed it, that dense, unsettling silence that always announced trouble, a mute warning that something terrible had already happened inside the house. As soon as he entered, he saw her. His mother was sitting in a corner of the living room, her hair messy and her eyes swollen, as if she had been crying for hours. The bruises on her face were new, still dark and fresh, as though the night had not yet finished leaving its marks behind. On the couch lay his father, Tomas, sprawled carelessly, surrounded by empty beer cans that marked yet another day lost to alcohol. He was a man without work, without direction, and without any desire to change. He drank from dawn and shouted from nightfall onward. Juan swallowed hard. He knew exactly what he had to do first. As always, go check on his little brother before anything else. That was his ritual, his way of making sure the little boy had not been the victim of another outburst of uncontrolled violence. He rushed upstairs and found the 4-year-old curled up on the bed, clutching his torn stuffed toy, his eyes still wet from crying. Something broke inside Juan. It was not the first time, but hearing him cry always tore him apart, as if it were the very first. Nights were no better. Juan slept barely 3 hours, if he was lucky, living in a constant exhaustion that never truly ended. The rest of the time he stayed awake, listening to blows, arguments, and insults that cut through the walls like sharp blades. Every hit his mother received was a hit. Juan felt himself, as if pain did not know how to choose its victim. But that day was different. When his little brother began crying again, trembling with fear, something ignited inside Juan. It was a limit, an ending point. A voice that had been silent for years, and finally decided it was time to scream. He went down the stairs with firm steps. His heart was pounding hard, not from fear, but from a decision he could no longer stop. He saw his mother cornered and his father raising his hand once more. In that instant, something inside Juan simply exploded. "Enough!" he shouted with a strength he did not know he had. "Don't you ever touch my mother again?" His voice echoed through the house. Tomas, drunk, barely reacted. Juan did not wait for an answer and threw himself at him, with all the pain of years built inside him. The blow knocked Tomas unconscious. The silence was relief. Juan grabbed his brother, returned for his mother, and they left together. He did not save the world, but he saved his family. If you want to hear more raw, brutal stories from Latin America, stories that really happened, stories the news barely talks about, subscribe to my channel. This is not fiction, this is real life.